Well, hello, good evening, everyone. It's Carlos, aka CJ, and it's been a minute since I've been on a Rogue 420 podcast. We're going to get back to doing these more on a regular basis. It's just been difficult with everything else going on, but so we're back. That's the great news. So I want to thank you for checking out all the work that we do on rogue420.net, the one-stop shop for all cannabis hemp-related news. And then also make sure, again, you're here on either whether you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And tonight, I'm very excited to be joined by a very talented individual who runs a great promotion company. She's also a vocalist, just does some great work as it relates to advocating for legalization, for example, here in Indiana. So I want to welcome Alicia Tucker to the podcast. So welcome, Alicia. How are you?
Hi, I'm so happy to have you. You always do the best introductions. You make me feel great about myself before I get on here.
Oh, yeah. Well, you deserve it. I mean, I think in terms of the work that you do, and I firsthand have experience with that as we've partnered on a few different things here locally and events, which have been just great turnout and so much fun. And I'm very excited about the future of cannabis in Indiana. We're going to probably be one of the last states to legalize. But when you hear consistently, Alicia, the magical stories of healing properties in other states and the medical refugees that are leaving to go pursue the beauty of this plant, its healing properties, it's really time for Indiana to move forward.
Yeah, I mean, I can't agree more. As a patient myself, I've benefited from the plant for many years. The fact that hemp flower is now illegal is a huge step backward. I mean, we can only go up from here, right?
We can only go up from here. The good news is that more and more people are starting to understand it. The other really good news, it's very, reason to be optimistic, is that when you look at some of the states that are legal and you look at the impact in regards to COVID, the shutdown of the businesses and everything else like that, the cannabis sales have still just been very strong. It's crazy. One of the top proponents against the cannabis is the liquor industry. Because typically what happens in most of those states that legalize, the alcohol sales goes down and the cannabis sales go up. So, but that's neither here nor there. Very excited about a great event that you have coming up this weekend. I'm going to go ahead and do a share screen real quick. That way we can go through it. And that is the 2020 Indiana Cannabis Awards. And I know your company, Light Matter Promotions, is helping to drive a lot of the organization, a lot of the experience for the people that are attending. So why don't you tell us a little bit more? And I do in the description, folks, for those that are tuning in, whether you're in a neighboring state, Ohio, Illinois, come on over to this event and we're going to talk about it more. But in the links of the video, you will find how to get to the Facebook page for the event and then also the promotion. So tell us what is happening this weekend.
Well, it's interesting. I'm just going to transition into saying that last year at the Vogue, we sold out of tickets, but they were a little disappointed because there weren't very many alcohol sales. And I was like, well, that's because you have, a bunch of CBD users or, cannabis users that don't necessarily find enjoyment in alcohol. We find our enjoyment in cannabis. And that's not necessarily to say that none of us, partake from time to time. As you have your margarita. I had my margaritas last night. But it is an exceptional event. It's really to support advocates, people who have worked hard, farmers, hemp farmers. We've got store owners, CBD dispensaries. We've got head shops. We've got glass blowers. We've got glass shops. Pretty much everyone that is within the community in Indiana is going to be there. And if they're not, then I hope that they learn about it through this program and are there. They should be there. Because it has been a difficult industry. Every time we get a step ahead, we're getting pushed behind, and all these farmers have plants already in the ground. Like, what are they going to do with it? And it is a really hard time. I know that Silverthorne Farms, for example, their primary industry was to sell food to restaurants around town. So hemp was a great backup for them whenever the restaurant business went under during COVID. And now they're really struggling because they don't have that hemp to fall back on. And economically, it doesn't make any sense. Why are you keeping us from progressing? It's something to really fight for, I think.
I couldn't agree with you more. And it was very disappointing to see the the state legislature act that way, and then obviously the courts made that decision. But regardless, I think in terms of the future, for the industry as it relates to not only the industrial applications of hemp, but also just the cannabis in itself, which, you take a look at all the states around us are more than willing to accept it. In fact, in Illinois, I believe that Indiana residents can go over and purchase half the state limits there. Obviously you can't bring it back across state lines. Wink, wink. But what I'm getting at. But so this event is to highlight. I know there's several categories of awards. Why don't you talk a little bit about maybe let's start with where the event's going to be located. I know it's one of your favorite platforms in terms of what they do there at Hi-Fi. So talk to you about the venue. Talk us about the event and the evening and what it's going to look like.
So it's going to be beautiful. The Hi-Fi is personally one of my favorite venues. It's in Fountain Square, south side of Indy. And it's going to be outdoor. It was really important to me that we move locations from the Vogue to the Hi-Fi so that we could have a safe place. They've been permitted through Indiana. They have some of the most sophisticated standards for a stage during this kind of pandemic. They've set it up really intelligently. We've got sanitation all throughout the event. I know that the mill is going to be supplying a free hand sanitizer for the entire evening as well. It's really important for people. And so we've met those standards so people can feel safe and so that they can attend. And it's right in the heart of Indy. It's tucked back away. I know some people are concerned about parking. On Virginia, there's all kinds of street parking. I've never had an issue finding parking in Fountain Square. Just drive around, around the block there, just behind Virginia Street, and you'll find a place that's relevantly close. I think that the capacity is going to be around 300 this year. We've got a bunch of different vendors. We're going to have judges that attend. They're going to get bags that have hundreds of dollars worth of CBD products in them. So if you're a CBD user, it's absolutely going to be advantageous for you. You can test out different products, see what you like the most. The judges' bags don't only come with a ton of product, but they come with votes that are worth 10 times as much as regular votes. I think we have only 15 judges tickets left that are available. So definitely get that while you still can. It's on the event page. But 50% of the income that we get from this event is going to go toward the Midwest Hemp Council and future litigation, whether that be lobbying or whether that be another suit, depending on what has to happen. But it's really important to me that we fight this at the State House at this point. Like, no more messing around. It's got to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's a difficult thing to do, and I think in most states, it's for the most part, it's been really a patient-driven type, movement for legalization, and because obviously, but then it's difficult because then if you're coming out as the cannabis closet, and you're in Indiana talking about how you're leveraging or utilizing it, it's difficult. But I'm very excited for this weekend's event. I think I applaud the work of yourself, your company, all the sponsors, everyone participating. It's time that we start getting back to some type of normalcy and these type of events that we've put off and postponed. So again, just being strong about it and getting out there, and I think you'll have a great turnout. What time's the event? I think I have the start times here. So it looks like doors open at 5 p.m. Ceremony's going to begin at 6.
Well, it's going to kick off at 5 p.m. If you know Frozen Turtle, they're a really popular EDM band right now, EDM DJ, and he'll be kicking it off at 5 p.m. And kind of just, figuring out who should I vote for in every category. Get there early so that you can really assess every company and make sure that you're, giving it the best thought that you can before you put in your ballot. Right. Everyone who attends gets a ballot. So as soon as you walk in, you'll get that. If you'd like to order a t-shirt, you don't want to dress up formally. It is going to be a little bit more of a mystical night. I wanted it to be a little bit more upscale and professional this year. But you can get a t-shirt, whether you're wearing a normal t-shirt, a Midwest Hemp Council t-shirt, or, what was the other t-shirt that we accepted, Brandon? There was one more.
Light Matter Promotions.
Light Matter Promotions t-shirt. Save Our Stages. If it's a supportive shirt and you don't really feel like dressing up, we're not going to do it. But if you want to dress up, go fabulous for the plant.
It's a great looking shirt. I like it.
Thank you. It's got all the sponsors. There were a ton of people that made this happen this year. The Glass Mule is one of them. He was our title sponsor this year. He's a huge part of planning it. And, there's countless farmers who are involved in this, even though, they're suffering this year. So I thought that was really honorable.
And you're going to have some great performers, right? There's a couple of different.
Derek Howard, he's going to be there. He's excellent. He's one of the city's finest performers. He's going to be there killing it. So we're really excited to have him too.
That's very cool. And again, there's the Facebook page. There's the event page. What about the ticketing information? How do people attend?
Yeah, so if they go to the Facebook page, they go to the ticket link, they click on it, buy tickets. You can get a judge's pass. I don't know how much longer they're going to be available, or just a regular ticket. It's only $20 to get in and just show support. That's the best way that you can do it. I've also got a GoFundMe on the page. If you're not going to make it that evening, but you still want to support the cause, there's a GoFundMe on the page, and it's all going to go to the Midwest Hemp Council.
That's terrific, and we know the work that they do in the States, tremendous in terms of advancing the cause, right? So no, that's a great effort on your part and the organizations bringing it together, and it's exciting. It's exciting when you look back to the past 3 to 4 years. There were, there weren't a whole lot of companies that were doing things, and now you look at it, it's just like kind of exploded. And I'm one that believes that the more the merrier. The more people get involved, the more people get advocating. That means it's going to resonate more in the community. So yeah, it's a great time, and I'm glad that you guys are having this event. What else would you like to share about the events? The different awards that you're presenting to different either edibles, or how is your award system set up for this year?
Yeah, so there are about 25 different categories, and I know that there are edible categories that range from sweet, salty, and beverage. We've got 3 different awards for hemp. When we initially planned this, hemp flower was legal, so we planned to be able to smoke on the premise and give judges and attendees free hemp flower. So instead, we're doing #1 hemp flower in Indiana, best branded hemp flower in Indiana, and best Indiana hemp farm. And everything's write-in. So the best way to vote for your favorite of any category is to attend and to write in your vote. There are 3 different tincture awards, from isolate, broad spectrum, full spectrum. We've got best hemp concentrate. I added that in just because that's not illegal in Indiana. Best glass blower, best head shop, best CBD dispensary in Indiana. We've got #1 CBD vape, #1 CBD topical, best capsule. And then into my favorite awards, we've got best cannabis organization in Indiana. We've got best cannabis politician. And then there are 5 different awards recognizing excellent activism toward cannabis reform. And I'm really excited to give those out because, the people that are out there fighting all the time at the State House and just consistently following this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's probably going to be advanced ticket sales only, just so you can kind of track. I think that's important to understand for people that are thinking about going, is to give organizers a little bit of view in terms of the participation by buying the tickets in advance, right? I mean, there's some value to that as you're determining numbers and organizing for all that stuff in terms of the volume that you're going to be looking at. So they can start purchasing their tickets right now, right? I mean, the link's right there on the Facebook page. So purchase your tickets today.
Yes, please get your ticket now. I mean, it's really important. The capacity is an issue, of course. So we're trying to figure out how many people are going to be there. We usually find that the majority of our ticket sales are same day. That's just with any event. It really is helpful to get in advance so that you can prepare and so that you can get excited for it. So yeah.
If you're like me, that's when you're picking up the phone, calling people. Hey, you said you were going to go. Where's your tickets?
No, you remember that's tonight? Oh shit, that's tonight. Yeah, it's tonight for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great event. And then I know your company, Light Matter Promotions, you guys do quite a bit of different things here in the States. So you want to take a moment and plug about your company and what you do?
Yes, thank you so much. So yeah, we're a digital marketing company. So we focus on SEO, we focus on website development, we focus on social media management, specifically for cannabis or CBD, but we also help out. One of my biggest customers is doggy daycare. I love pets. We love to help anyone just achieve their dream of getting more customers and more business.
That's awesome. That's awesome. No, and again, like I said, you had a big event. What was going on this past weekend? What was the music event that you guys had up? What was that? What that event? I forgot the name of it.
This past weekend,
Or was it last weekend?
we have an event going on in September that's Livestock Music Festival.
That's right. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, and it's I'm so glad you asked me about this. They're actually a sponsor of the Indiana Cannabis Awards too. They are on a hemp farm, and Livestock is a 2.5-day festival. It starts Friday the 18th, and it'll go till Sunday the 20th. Everybody will be out by noon. But there's camping that's allowed, all local bands, tons of different CBD and heady vendors are going to be there. So it'll be really fun.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. And then in terms of, this event this weekend, I'm just, again, September the 5th, check it out. All the details are posted in the description in the video. So you can click directly on the links to purchase the tickets. You can follow their Facebook page and the event as well. Any other closing thoughts before we wrap this up?
Just that, just by purchasing a ticket, you're making a difference. And, a lot of times we don't know how we can make a difference in any regard in our communities. But if you can just hit the ticket link and hit buy ticket, you're going to help someone. You're going to help the community. I lost you.
I lost my audio. Sorry about that. So
Okay.
yeah. So again, the event is this weekend. So purchase your tickets today. Again, the links to the event are in the description of this video, and you can check out, again, Facebook page, purchase your tickets. Make sure you check out those T-shirts that are so cool. I know I'm going to get one, and people can purchase those on the website right now, right? At Indiana Cannabis Awards. So that's live now that you can purchase those tickets. And it's going to be a great event. And thank you for your time tonight, Alicia. And let's do this again soon.
Thank you so much, Carlos. You're amazing. Have a great
Take
one.
care. Be safe. Thank you. Bye-bye.